Okay, so we are asked to graph this equation and we need to find the roots, or in other words, like when it equals 0, what's going to be the x, the axis of symmetry, and its vertex. So first, I'm going to start off with this equation by we can find out what plus what equals 3, and then what times what equals negative 18. And we can only do it this way because there's nothing in front of that x coefficient. Like there's nothing in front of that x squared. So what I got for these was 6 and negative 3. And you can see that that works out because 6 minus 3 is definitely 3, and 6 times 3, or 6 times negative 3, excuse me, is negative 18. So now we have our two numbers and we can put them in their forms like this. So we have x plus 6 and then we have x minus 3. So now with this we just need to find our x values. So x is going to equal negative 6 and x is going to equal 3 because negative 6 plus 6 is 0 and 3 minus 3 is definitely 0. So right here, negative 6 and 3, these are our roots. So this, we already solved part of our little equation. So now we have to take those, and by using that we need to find our vertex. So what we do is we take these numbers, you have negative 6, and then you add them, and you divide by 2. By doing that, you should get negative 3 over 2. And that is our x point. And that is also our axis of symmetry. So we're about halfway there. Now I have to just find the rest of our vertex and graph the equation. So we have that now, and now we can plug the x into the x variables of our equation. So now you have y equals negative 3 over 2 squared plus 3 times negative 3 over 2, and then minus 18. Sorry, it's a little messy, I know. But from there, you should get that all of this equals negative 81 over 4. And that is our y. So I'm just going to write negative 3 over 2, comma, negative 81 over 4. And those are our vertex. Okay, so that's our vertex. We have our axis of symmetry and we have our roots. So now all that's left is to graph this. And these numbers were very large, so I actually used Desmos just to get a good idea of what my graph would look like. So each of these increments are going up by 8 and 8 on these sides. So it goes 8, 16, 8, 16, 24, you know how it goes. So this is just a rough, very rough sketch of kind of what my graph looks like. So it goes here, and it goes down, and then it ends right about here. And then it goes up, up, up. And that is a very rough drawing of what this graph looks like. But there you go. That's our final equation.